Hello, and thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. I know I'm a few minutes early, but that's why I always tell you to subscribe to my channel so you know when I'm going live. So it's very hot here in New York, so I got my hair in a ponytail, but we are going to get started. I'm just going to see, we've got a few people watching. Hey, Deb. Hey, Rachel, Jen, Karen. Let me just tell you right now, last Monday, YouTube knocked me off, and I thought it was my internet, but from my understanding, some other people have been having, whoops, sorry about that. 1 second. Got my computer on. There we go. So it knocked me off, and I see that a few other people had a similar issue. So just to let you know, if I get knocked off again, I will continue recording, and I will just upload this. So we are going to get started. Hi, Patricia. So again, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, or whatever you're drinking tonight, and come stamp with me. I'm going to just slide this back here, and I'm going to flip the camera. Okay. So this is my website, Stampersdelight.com. If you'd like to place an order with me and it's less than $150, use this host code. Okay, that's for June. And also don't forget to check out the apparel shop at stampersdelightshop.com. Let me know what might not be on there that you might like to see, like a t-shirt with some kind of slogan on it that has to do with stamping. But we got some really cute items there. And check it out. I'm going to slide that up. I'm going to move this over. And we are going to get started. So what I decided to play with tonight was the paper pumpkin. I got mine a little late this time, so that was my fault. But anyway, and before we start with that, I want to remind you of my July online class, which is the Evergreen Elegance. And if you want to get in on that class, the description will be in below later. Okay, so that's the July online class. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Susan. Jennifer. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, so like I said, we're going to use the paper pumpkin. And this is Expressions in Color. It also coordinates with, on page 96 and 97, the Expressions in Ink. So you're going to see me use some of these pieces too. I'm going to just throw that on the floor. Let's open this box up. Inside the box, we of course have 2 ink pads or ink spots and these great stamps. I'm going to use that. We also have, let's see what's in here. Let's open this up. Hey, Denise. Okay, so we are going to just open that up real quick. And I'll show you what's in it. Now, paper pumpkin is something you can order if you're in the United States and get this delivered to your door every month. We also have kits online, and that's something a little bit different. You just order those as you want them. So definitely check those out. Okay, we got some gems. We've got some glue dots, some twine, and some dimensionals. We've got our large envelopes. We've got our small envelopes, and then we've got these 3 pieces that go with the smaller cards. Let me grab those. So these go with the smaller card. And then we have the larger cards, and this is where it really looks like that impressions. And then we have the yellow cards. Okay. And then we've got these great vellum sheets. Now, the thing is, they have thanks, merci, and I guess it's danke, which is thanks in different languages. You can still use those. Who doesn't know what merci means, right? Merci. And we've got these great little flowers. We've also got some other vellum sheets with some design on it. And of course, we've got our die cuts. And our die cuts for our sentiments. And here's some more. So you get a lot in this package. And we're going to be playing with that. I really don't have anything planned. I just figured I'd wing it because everybody seems to like the cards on the fly. So let me move these out of the way first. And of course, they always come with these great instructions. And if you're new to Paper Pumpkin, the instructions have gotten so much better now. Hi, Winann. So first, let me show you. I always like to do one of each card to show you what it would look like if you did what they show you on this paper. So here's the smaller one with the thanks. Okay. I'm going to try to put that over there. The next one I have is this one right here, which is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Remember, if YouTube knocks me off, hopefully it won't, I will just keep recording it and upload it like I had to last week. And thank you all for being patient last week. And then, of course, here is the yellow one. And, of course, I always stamp the envelopes. So those are the 3 cards that they show you to do. Now let me show you some alternatives that I did. So this is the first alternative with the smaller one. And I took that small green, I used the color and contour, and then I also used, which I will put all this in the description either later today or tomorrow, the checks and dots embossing folder, just to give it some texture. So hopefully you can see that texture on there. And I just made a little thank you card. I'll have still shots later on too. Then what I did, and I have it over here, when you take all these pieces out, you actually have a stencil. So don't forget about this because this is really cool to use. And what I did was I took a color and contour piece of white cardstock. I put it through the die from Color and Contour. And then I used it as a stencil. Can you see that? And I used my blending brushes for that. And I just layered that right on top of that little green card. I don't usually put sentiments in my thank you cards because I'm not sure what I'm going to say. Each thank you has a different meaning, right? And then I also did the stenciling on the envelope. Okay. Then I played around and I cut that larger card. You're going to see what I did with that. This card right here, I cut it in half, okay? And then I used the color and contour again and made a frame. And then the back side of the card, I used the embossing folder, which is probably my favorite new embossing folder, the Pretty Flowers. Okay, and then what I did, these I colored in blends. Okay, so I colored the vellum, the back side, with my blends. And then I added the gold elements from that suite. So this was another, and then of course I layered it on Gorgeous Grape. And I apologize if you hear something running. I do have the fan on down here. It's like 98 degrees in New York here. So this is another thank you card that I did. This one I did put thanks for everything. So that was another alternative. Oh, you love that one, Denise? Thank you. Again, I cut the card and used this as a background, and I used our Heather Highland just with the white. I just did some, if you can see that behind there, just added some color with the blending brushes. And then I used from the suite of the Artistically Inked, I cut out the flower, which if you look, really looks exactly like that vellum one. And then I just layered that, made a congratulations card. And this one I added the pearls instead of the sequins. Another one I did was I took that vellum, which is under here somewhere, and instead of leaving it white, I just added some color to the back of that, again with ink and my blending brushes. So you can see there's some pink and some purples back there. And because I used there's 3 dies here, but I used this die on that smaller card. I only had 2 of those die cuts left, but I could still use them. and I made a sending hugs card. The next one I did, I took the full card like this. I cut it 2 inches off. And then I layered some of our I forgot even what it was called, our designer series paper, the same as I did with this one. Okay, our glimmer paper. See the glimmer paper there? Well, this one, what I did was I layered the lipstick, lovely lipstick. No polished pink. Lovely lipstick was a few years ago. And I added some more of that glimmer paper. And then I just took that die, or that die cut that's already done. And what I did was I added Wink Stella. So I didn't color it, but I just added some Wink Stella. And the piece I cut off, I actually used as a strip in here and just made that a happy birthday card. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Debbie. So that was another alternative I did. Then I took from the catalog also those, I believe, I forgot what this goes to. I forgot the name of it. Sorry, I didn't bring it over on my table. But it's that trellis specialty paper. And I layered that with that green background and then just added some more of the elements from the kit and also from the Artistically Inked. And again, I took that thanks and I colored it with my blending brushes. So I made another thank you card. So those are the ones that I've done so far. Let's see what we're going to do tonight. One of the things I really wanted to play with, and I have no idea, it's the Hugs, Sending Hugs bundle. I haven't used this stamp set yet, but I've been really wanting to use the die in here. So I did see this, and I apologize because I'm not sure where I saw it. I think it was the Paper Pumpkin alternative on Facebook. And they used this die on one of the cards. So I'm going to play with this, and I am just going to run that through the Big Shot, or the die cutting machine rather, and see how that comes out. So let me bring that in. And let's play around with this one. So I'm going to bring this in. No idea how it's going to come out, but I think it might look nice. And I am just going to cut this right through the machine. Okay. Now, intricate dies, I usually do roll up and back. Pull this out. Put this down here for a minute. I may need that again. And I'm just going to pull this out. I haven't played with this, so. And my wire brush would be great, but these actually fall out pretty easy. I'm just playing with these. See how they're falling out? And just poke some of these out. I'm thinking I know what I want to do with it, so let's see how it works. They come out pretty easy. Sometimes what I just do is just put it to the table, poke them down, and they fall right out. Especially if you don't have your brush handy. Like I tell everybody, when I'm doing getting ready to do a live, I have everything over on the other table, and I always think I bring everything that I need, and of course there's always something I forget. But that's all right. You'll forgive me, right? Okay. All right, so I think I got most of them. One or two little ones. Let's get those out of the way. Now I'm going to take this, and I think I want to layer it on this paper right here. Maybe on the yellow. I don't think it'll show up too well on the purple, but let's try it. I don't like it. So we're going to go with the yellow. Oh, you haven't used yours yet? Well, hopefully I'll give you some alternative ideas. So let's see. I'm going to put that right there. I think I want this right. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. So I am going to go ahead. I have my glue dots here. I also have my detailed glue. And I also have my silicone mat. So I think I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Change it already. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use some mini dimensionals that I have here, which are stuck. There we go. I should just bring everything I own over to the table. I'm going to put a couple of these on. I think they're small enough where you won't see it. Okay. I'm not going to put it on my card yet. I'm going to layer that right on there. And it is going to go on the yellow. Cute card just like that, isn't it? Okay, what I'm going to do now is I am going to adhere it to my paper or to my card. I am going to put some glue all the way across because you're not going to see that. And I could use the glue dots, but this is so much quicker. Just adding a little bit of my stamp and seal there. Okay, so I'm going to fold this so you get a better idea of what we're doing here. All right. Now, I'm going to bring in some of those gold elements that are in the annual catalog. And let's play around with this. Let's see if this works. I want to make that pop out a little bit. This is stuck. So I am going to add some of these behind here, I think. Let's do this. Let's just go. Oh, yeah. Okay. If I'm not answering you, it's because I am busy playing here. Let's add this one. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Just that alone looks pretty nice. But let's see. Okay, so I'll grab my mat and add a little glue here. Don't forget your silicone mat because that keeps the glue where you don't want it. Keeps it right on the mat. I'm going to pull this up. Just lay that one down. Grab this one. Oh, my hands are shaking tonight. Stampers got me nervous today. I don't know why. Okay, let's take a look here. Go ahead and put that right in there. Makes that hugs pop out a lot more. Let's see, do I have any ribbon on my table? I think I need some ribbon. Well, you know what? I'll use the baker's twine that comes with it. You didn't realize it said hugs. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and I think I'll make a little bow with my baker's twine. I'm going to add that right about there. This I will take a glue dot. Within 2 seconds of doing these projects, I got my whole table filled here. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and layer that right there. Just snip a little bit of that off. Okay. And this says hugs, so I am going to grab the sending hugs because we are sending hugs. I'm going to grab our evening evergreen. Grab my mat. bring in the other flower that came with the paper pumpkin. And I will add a little color to this. So I'll use the yellow. And of course this is Bumblebee. Now I'm going to stamp this off, and I'm just going to use this piece of, there we go. All right, and I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, not bad for a quick card, but I did want to use that Hugs die. I've been dying to use that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of those sequins, which I have some open. But let's go ahead and grab the ones that came with it, which are already buried here. Okay, where did I put those? There they are. Okay. It's just amazing how I have everything so organized and goes right through the wayside. I'm going to add some of those sequins around it. I think 3 is enough. And there I have a cute, quick alternative. What do you think? Now I do want to stamp my envelope because if I don't stamp it now, I will forget. So let me grab my Bumblebee. And we'll just stamp that there. I love this stamp for the envelopes. Okay, so there we have an alternative. Okay, so let's do this one. And I am going to bring my paper trimmer in because I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other card that I showed you. I am going to cut off 2 inches. I'll use that for something else. Can even use that for the envelope. Okay, got that. Now let me bring in, oh, there's those papers. So this is the paper lattice. That's what I used on the other card. So let me just try something here. Let me see if I can do it this way. I actually can, I think. I think that might work. I'm thinking here. Okay. So let's try this. No idea if it's going to work, but we're going to try. I am just going to put some of the detailed glue on those little dots, only on 2 sides here. Well, maybe 3. Okay. Don't forget when you use the detailed glue, make sure you put your top right back on there because it will clog. I always use my finger to help me get that back in. And sometimes that doesn't even work. Like right now because my glasses are falling off here. I'm just a hot mess tonight, aren't I? Hair in a ponytail, can't see. Okay, come on, you get back in there. There we go. I'm going to take that and I am going to glue that down right here. I'm just going to hold it for a second. Sometimes I put my blocks on there like this just to hold it. Then let's see. I think I will grab one of those flowers. I think I'm going to put that right over here. But before I do that, let me bring in that paper that I was using. And I'm going to take, now it's hard sometimes to see the back side of this, but even if you did it on the wrong side, okay, because one side is a little bit, you could see the white a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some of my blending brushes, and I'm going to add some color to this. So first I'm going to take the pink and I'm going to tap off a little bit, and I'm just going to add some color here. Now let me grab the purple. Yes, honeybee, I am. Okay, and we're just going to add some purple up here. Like I said, don't know how it's going to come out, but let's hope it comes out nice. And then let me grab some green. Let me grab my green brush, which is right here. And I'll add some green. The green is dark, so I started off the page. I don't really want a stark, dark color. Okay, we ready to see how this looks? I got all my ink pads open, which means I'll probably put my hand in it at some point. Let me flip that over. Look at those beautiful colors. Just soft, subtle colors. I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to lay this right on top here. Okay, so before I do that, let me add a couple of glue dots on there. Inconspicuous parts that you may not see it, especially on the darker colors. Oh yeah, definitely, Linda. Use the negative edges as stencils. And the great thing is, you know, you have a couple of them to use. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Let's do that. Okay. So the only thing I want to make sure is that I don't have that glue dot is too sticky right there. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Just take your pick tool, and you can just roll that up so it's not going to stick to your card. Rub it a little bit with your finger. It takes some of the glue off. There we go. I do this all the time. You can even stretch it out. There we go. Same thing with this one. So you don't want to go over too far, but if you do, just use your pick tool and stretch that baby right up so it doesn't get on there. I can also take my putty side to get some of that off. Okay, so now it's not sticky anymore. So now we have this. Okay, I'm just going to put this block there for a second. All right, so now from the Artistic Inked, I'm going to take this die, and let's see, I have a couple of leftover pieces here, so let me see what ones I got. I got a yellow, and these colors all go together, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. So let me bring in my die cutting machine again. And I am going to cut this out. Bring these pieces in now. I'm standing up, which I should have done in the first place. Okay, so let's bring this in where you can see it. And grab my other piece, which I've already lost. I just can't believe how I can lose everything. It's right in front of me, of course. There we go. All right. I'm going to bring this piece in. And I'm going to use the lighter yellow. So I'm going to bring it, I'm going to do it at the bottom. Can you see that right there? I don't want the real dark yellow. I am going to go ahead and roll this up. Roll it back. Maybe one time just for good measure, get it all out. Sometimes you don't even need the wire brush, but it definitely helps. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Let's put these somewhere where I don't lose them again. I got sequins all over the place. And let's pull this out. Okay. I just want to grab a piece of this and pull it. But gently. You know what? I'm just going to take a minute and grab my wire brush. Because it's just so much easier to put it in there and just do this. I have the old brush. The new ones go right on your take your pick tool. You love tricks? The tips and tricks I give you? Well, thank you so much. Okay. I love to share. It's all about the fun, right? Okay. And I also love to hear from you, your tips and tricks that you might have. Okay, so let's pull this off. If you use our double-sided adhesive sheets there, that helps too. But I didn't want the glue on all of it, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Just play with that for a few minutes. Get all those pieces out. Now, I know a couple of you that are on have won cards from me, and I have not gotten those out. I do apologize. I will do it this weekend. Speaking of this coming weekend, it is 4th of July here in the States, which means I have Monday off. So there'll be no YouTube live on Monday, okay? I am going to take the long weekend and enjoy it. However, we get to pre-order from the new catalog on Thursday, so I may have some new goodies to show you Friday morning on my Facebook Live, right? Yeah, on Facebook Live. Not right here, because we're on YouTube. Okay. Okay, I'm not even going to bother putting all these out. You get the idea. You want to take all of them out. I have actually found sometimes when they stay in, it gives it a whole totally different look. And I actually like it sometimes. All right, so we're just going to go with that. I'm going to bring this back in. And I am just going to, because I should have done it before, but I wasn't sure what I was doing. So I'm just going to lift that back up. Because remember, I don't care about those pieces. The two that I kind of got rid of. I'm going to put this under here. Okay, so now I'm going to decide, there we go. I want it to stick out, so I want it more over this way. How about we arrange it a different way? We do it this way. Okay. I'm going to layer that right under there, just so some of those little yellow leaves are sticking out. You're not going to see them on that side, but I just wanted some of the yellow. What do you think? All right, let's see. Maybe we need some gold to pop it, make it pop a little bit more. Let's see what I have left on these. I use these a lot. I got a couple of these little ones. Oh, here's one right here I want to use. So let's grab that one. Okay, so I'm going to tuck a couple of those under here, I think. Maybe this one right here. Once I figure out where I'm going to put it, then I'll glue it back down. You know, let's see. What else can I use from this great kit? Well, we have these things too. But I want to save that for something else, so we're just going to go with this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some glue dots again. Just going to need one on here. Just going to lift that up. glue it down there. Take this one, glue it down here. Put that one right there. Now I have some gold elements in there. Okay, this needs to be glued down. I didn't glue it yet because I wasn't sure where I was going to keep it. You know what? I just changed my mind again. I'm taking this apart. Let's do this. It's a shame to hide all those nice yellow leaves, isn't it? So I'm going to cut this. Yep, you heard me right. I'm going to cut it. Let's see, I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to tuck this in here instead. Yep. I love creating cards with you on Monday night. Just put one little glue dot there. I'm going to put that in there. I just don't want it to be higher than the card. So let's get that tucked in here. There we go. Now the rest of it, I can tuck in the bottom. Look at that. This little piece is going to have to come off, so I'm going to take one of these off. Take a glue dot. Oh, Linda, it's your 50th anniversary this weekend. Well, happy anniversary. I'll have my 40th wedding anniversary in September, but happy 50th to you and your hubby. Okay. That's still got to be tucked in a little bit more, or it's going to stick out too much. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's take those off, and then I can use it for something else. There's a method to my madness. There we go. Now I still have a couple more I can use. I think I can put that one right there. Oh, well, I'm starting to love this card. What do you think? Okay, so let me put that in here. And this has got to go in just a tad more. There we go. Look at that. Right? What do you think? Okay, so now we are going to add a little sentiment. And I think this should be a congratulations card. And you know what, Linda? Linda Brady, it is your 50th anniversary, so please send me your address. I probably have it, but send me your address. I'm going to send you this card as your anniversary card. Okay? Would you like that? Okay, I'm going to use the green because I really want this to stick out. I'm going to grab that die cut here, and I'm going to stamp. You're welcome. I'd love to send you the thank you, congratulations on your anniversary card. So this one's yours. Congratulations. I am going to take some dimensionals. I'll get the larger ones now. And I am only going to put 2 of those on here because remember, you don't want to see it and I don't want it to stick out. So I'm going to put the congratulations right here. That. Okay, I'll take that green baker's twine. Yes, definitely send me your address. I will get that. You won't get it on by your anniversary, which is this weekend. Well, maybe you will. Cut that off. I'm going to take a dimensional here, a glue dot rather, here. That right there. And then I am going to grab those sequins And I am going to add some sequins to it. Now, I don't have an anniversary saying on my table here, so I'm not going to do the inside until later. Oop, that one went flying. I'll do that later, but I will send you this anniversary card. Just going to add some sequins around it. These sequins are flying all over the place. And there we have a beautiful congratulations card. And when you open it, oh, that got stuck. We gotta cut him off. That little piece gotta come off. There we go. So we have a beautiful congratulations card, and there's for your sentiment. Now you could, if you wanted to, add that piece back in where it would show up. What do you think, Linda? You like it better with it? So Linda, I'm looking to you now. This is going to be your card. We can add the strip like this or leave it like that. Which one would you like, Linda? I'm making the card for you for your 50 years. That's a big milestone, right? That is a big milestone. So I'll just wait for Linda to answer me which way she wants it, and then we'll finish up the card. Okay. And it's also your husband's 71st birthday. Okay, which way do you like it, Linda? Do you like it with the strip or without the strip? Okay, I'm going to put this aside until I see her answer. Good morning, Megan. And then let's do one more, okay? Let's do one more. Let's grab the purple again, I think. Leave the strip off, she said. Okay, Linda says leave it off. We're going to leave it off. Let me grab the envelope. And let me stamp that for you. I'll do that in the purple. Oop, I forgot my mat. But I winged it, and it worked. So, Linda, I'm putting this card aside because this is your anniversary card. Not a surprise card, but okay. So, I'm going to put that right in here. I'm going to put that behind me. You're going to send me your address, and we're going to get you that. Okay. This one, what I wanted to play around with was, well, you know what? Actually, I'll show you how about if I show you how I did the stenciling? Want to see that? Okay. So I will grab, I have a color and contour piece right here that I've already done. And I can put that right there. Okay, so what I did, and I got to bring in a piece of scrap paper for this. I got this will work. Okay. I'm going to start with the green, and I'm just going to lay that over here. Now, you won't get the whole thing. And you do have to do this a little gently, because, you know, you don't want to rip the paper or the stencil while you're doing it. And some of the pieces might flip up, but trust me, it still looks nice. Just got it on my hand there. Hold it down. Okay, let's see how the green came out. There's the green. Okay, move that away before I get it my hands back in it. Let's do the pink next. So I'm just going to angle this like this so I can get the pink. Now remember, all the still shots will be on my Facebook page tomorrow and also my blog. We're just going to go right over that green. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share my videos. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing this full time in 106 work days, which means the end of December. And I need lots and lots of people, okay? All right, so there's the pink. So now I'm going to add the purple. And I want to angle that so I see the purple. Yes, it's going to go right over the other color. No, Megan, I didn't have to make the stencil. The stencil is the negative part from the paper pumpkin. So I'm just going to angle this a little bit and just add some purple in here. Now that was a little darker than I wanted it, but it might still look okay. I'm going to go in here and just rub some color in there. And you're not going to be able to use these too often. Like this is the third time I used this one and I think it's had it. Okay, but just to get some color in there. Okay, let me pull it off. Ta-da! What do you think? You like the stencil effect? Okay, thanks, Linda. You like the stencil effect? I love it. I'm loving this. Okay, so this can go right here. Let's see, I want something to make that pop, so I think what I'm going to do is grab, this is actually Poppy Parade, but you know what, it kind of looks pink. Let me see, oh, no, I got a purple one. Here's a purple one. Perfect. Let me grab that die if I didn't lose it. All right, let me just find my die here. And let's do a purple one. Okay, I got this piece. Now I just have to find the rest of them. And if I can't, I'm going to do the gold, I think. Okay, anybody see it on my table? Give me a hint. Because I don't know where I stuck it. This is so much fun. It's just like attending a class. There it is over there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, no, I know what I'm going to do. Hold on. I am going to grab the other die here. I know it's not large enough, but I might be able to just grab a piece of this. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to try to angle this to get the pieces that I want. Trust me, you can do this. I'm just going to get that edge in there, okay? All right. So this is actually just going to be an edge. So I'm cutting off some of those leaves, but I'm getting to use that piece. Oop, got to move that in or it's going to break. So let's put that in there. I don't even know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it, right? Talk about cards on the fly. Okay, we are going to really have to back one more time. Okay, so let's see how this piece comes out. Remember, I didn't have enough to do the whole thing because I wasn't planning on using it, but we're just going to use part of it. So let me bring in my brush again. So what do you stampers think? Do you like when I just play? I don't have anything ready. Well, I shouldn't say ready, but just kind of like wing it. I know I've heard from quite a few people that they love that. So here's a little piece of what's left. And it can actually go right here. I don't know if I'm liking this. I might like it. I might like it without it. Now that I look at it, I think it takes away from the stenciling. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use it just like this, like the stencil shows. After looking at it, didn't like it. Playing is fun. Yes, it is, Linda. Okay, so we're going to pop those up on some dimensionals. I'm going to lay that down. And instead, what I'm going to do is, let's see what I got in here. I'm going to grab some more of that gold. I just love these gold pieces. The problem is I use them up a lot. Let's see what else we have left. Do we have any of those pieces left? Might be none of those left. Oh yeah, I got one piece. Good. That'll pop it up. That'll brighten it up. Put that one right there. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I got another one right here. That's what I was looking for. I just needed one more. Here's another one. Actually, I got two. Perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on this. Just so it brightens it up. Remember, you want to make sure it doesn't go too far over your card, but you can still get it in the envelope. I got two more little ones here. I still have a lot to play with. Not tonight, but definitely got a lot more to play with. Oh, I'm going to put this one over here. Okay, so there's that. Now I am going to grab one of those sentiments here. And I'll grab the thanks. That can go right across there. But again, I want some color on there. So I am going to, something that's going to really show up. So I think that would be the purple. And Karen, you love winging it too, right? I do. It's fun. And it's fun to create with you. I'm going to really get that real dark. Now, I will tell you that it's going to take a while. It does take a few minutes to dry because I'm doing this real dark. And the other thing is, until it dries, the glue doesn't like to be stuck to it. So let's see. This is nice and dark. That's how I want that. Because I want to make sure it shows up. I like to just press it off a little bit. Oh, yes, the thanks looks nice there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to actually glue this down. This is where it gets tricky because it's still a little wet. So let's try dimensional instead. It eventually will, but we're just going to go with dimensionals because I don't think you'll see it because I've got color on it. Not really. Okay, so we're going to take that off. Actually, that is showing through. I don't want it to show through, so let's take that off. Let me try my Stamp and Seal Plus. That's a little stickier. Well, you just don't want to work on there either. All right, we'll go with glue dots. It does take a few minutes to dry, and I'm trying to do it without it drying. And you can tell it gets on your fingers because it's not dry yet. If you gently take them off, now they're dry. There we go. I'm not in camera view. Okay, so the dimensionals, now that it's dry, work better. Okay, so let's flip that over. put the thanks right on top of it. And then let's see what other, actually, I mean, I just like it like that, but let's see, what else can we use here? We have these little guys. And these right here. See, I really don't want to hide any of that, so I'm going to leave it that way. I'm going to grab some ribbon. And I think I'll grab the pink, because I've already got purple on there. I'm going to grab our In Color polished pink ribbon. Tie this bow. Whoop, sorry, wasn't in camera view. Hold that down, tighten that. Let me just snip this off. And then I'll see where I want to place my bow. I think underneath. Okay, so we're going to put a glue dot there. I'm going to add a second one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Catherine. You can do so much with these kits. We're just going to put that right there. I'm going to grab the sequins. Just add those around. Maybe one more right there. So here's another alternative, using it as a stencil. And then of course I'm going to just grab and do this inside. Again, I don't put anything on the inside because I like to make my own message. All right. And there we have a matching envelope. So which one was your favorite? I'm going to bring them all in again, and you can find still shots on my blog, stampersdelight.com tomorrow. And stay tuned because I do have a little giveaway here. Let me close up all this first. I thank you all for tuning in. Okay, so let's take a look. We have that one. We have this other stenciled one. We have the hugs. We have Linda's anniversary card. We have the other one, like this, with the lattice paper. The sending hugs. Oh yes, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I love the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of things I plan on doing once I retire, so the more people that watch me, the better. Here's another one that we did. And this one. What else we got here? And we have this one. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of cards here. And of course, the ones that they show you how to make on the kit. Look at this nice little pile. And I still have more to make. And this one. Ta-da! You love the stencil ones? They're your favorites? I'm so glad. I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And now, drum roll, please. I already have the stamp set because I already opened one box. I always get two. So I have the stamp set already. I don't need this stamp set. And I don't need these 2 ink spots because I have those also. So I'm going to give those away right now. And you know what to do. And I'll turn my head so I'm not ignoring this part. I want to see over here so I can let me just get this out of the way. Okay. I have a number written on here from 1 to 25. Whoever guesses the number first that's on the paper is going to win that paper pumpkin stamp set and the 2 ink spots. US only, please. Okay? 1 through 25. Start guessing now. When I say stop, that means I got a winner. So I'm looking over here to see who's going to win. Start guessing 1 through 25. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Linda Brady! Linda Brady, I can't believe it. Linda Brady guessed 13. Look at that number. That was my father's lucky number. Linda Brady, you not only got an anniversary card, you got the paper pumpkin stamp set with the ink spots. Nope, Linda, everybody can stop guessing. Linda Brady won it. So again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Remember, there'll be no YouTube Live next Monday. Everybody have a wonderful 4th of July. And Linda, have a great anniversary. I will see you back here, Facebook Live, Friday morning. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Friday morning. I'm not going to be on Friday morning this week. I'm going to be on Friday night with hopefully my unboxing of new products. No Friday morning live on Facebook. It's going to be Friday night at 7:30 as long as my unboxing, my new products come in. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great week. Have a happy 4th of July.